Have I got some codes for you today? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I'm bringing in codes today. I'm bringing in light codes for you here with Nicola Light. The codes are to unhook you from the lower fourth realm of understanding. I did a wonderful session with a lady today with some addictions that have been coming in, which has been perpetuating with ancestral lines and preventing her from moving forward. And these codes were really very beautiful that came through for her as I worked just literally about an hour ago with her. And she knows who she is. And it's quite a profound sort of experience where sometimes these sort of codes aren't coming in from a conscious perspective. But then sometimes then they move as you unleash yourself, unhook yourself from the lower fourth, you'll start to consciously feel the codes coming in. So that's what this video is here today, presenting through me, Nicola Light, on this in this now moment. So if you've been drawn to this video to receive these codes, then you need to know how to receive them. I speak about this all the time here. You can listen to codes left, right, and centre, but only take it in through the minds and the five senses. We've got to really connect to the energetics of it. So this is what this channel is all about, is to move you into your self-sufficiency of actually ultimately anchoring in your own codes, activating yourself into coding yourself back into your remembrance and to ignite your inner light wisdom. I have a group of people that are working with me at the moment, which I call my 8 program. So have a check of that out on my website, which is nicolalight.com, if you want to sort of work through the process of how to activate your inner light wisdom. It's a limited amount of people that I can work with. I am producing at the moment some playlists to help people to cut the costs down. So if you have a little bit of a tighter on your purse, then that will sort of help you manage accessing the data. And remember, look back on all my playlists. I hold so much information here. It's all for free. Or join me on my Patreon, which will give you a little bit more connection with me. And the top tier also allows you to come and bring in some information in group form as well. And that's included in the membership. So without further ado, I'm going to go in and connect with that understanding, with my intention that I'm going to bring forward is to bring in code to assist you as you align to receive the codes with breathing the codes in. Letting the energy move through the body, now having that connection to the energetic field, releasing it through the foot into the heel of the healing journey, out of the hands and out of the breath. Okay, just want to keep it nice and simple. Just receive by breathing the codes in with your intention to bring back yourself into sovereignty. Okay, da. Da lagya. Da gyono bakyata. Thank you. So I am standing in my own sovereign light field, invoking in the code of remembrance. Now remember, it's actually inverted. It's not actually coming outside of yourself in. You're activating within yourself. You're breathing into the heart space and you're allowing the energy to move through you. Think it out. It is the recognition within your own right of knowing that there is a detachment at all that needs to come into being. If you find yourself into a state of addiction in any shape or form, know that it is hooked into the lower fourth realm. We do not need to understand where, why fors of the hooks and calls and contracts. It is just to know that there is. And so it is. And so we have the decision and free will to reclaim back our sovereignty of light by bringing the light in to ourselves rather than being drained of any of our life force. Okay, so don't need to go into any fear or question how, wheres, or wherefores. It's just knowing that there is a cycle and a pattern of behavior from an egotistical point of view. So the ego craves something outside of itself, and therefore it sits in the lower fourth. Breathe in that recognition. Give yourself permission to receive these codes. Thank you. Stand firm in your own central column of light. Visualize that. Bring yourself into the original template of being and settle down through that back, allowing you to connect to the energy flow through the system of the back spine. Anchor it down to the ruby red, down the back of the legs, meridian lines to release any subconscious. Here we go. Thank you. It is about reclaiming back your sovereignty, that you can pour yourself back into oneness. A wave of energy through your breath, you're allowing it to bring in any soul fragmentation by intent. So use your mind to bring it in. You are a creator of your reality. So with your intention of mind, so it is. Choose your words wisely. Thank you. Bring all that I am, or that of light, back into my oneness, centered within me. I observe. Thank you. Alagian on kologo shum bakia to o krabiki it and krakit and o kramikit and shaka took onomalo sha san and o krabakit and krabisha makiata man ambako shumakiata, invoking the exchange to release you. Knowing thyself. Alagianto o labakianto o alagman kodabakit en kodabi Vangalapa subakush makianto o manam subakit an shamakiata. Dan and o kodabakit en esho sum o kodabaki and kodabakiata. Man antova o shmakiatan o bakion mokolabashion bidieta. The body knows exactly what it needs. Alagianto o labakiata. Releasing that energy through you. Let the body adjust, let the body move, and bring it into isolation. Isolating all cords and contracts, severing them, isolating them, capping them off, severing, cutting, however you want to see it. Anything that is hooking you into a sense of addiction. Breathing in the light. Let it move through you. Any cravings, anything that you feel you want to let go of because enough is enough, you just release it within your mind by just getting a pair of scissors and just cutting it loose, okay? Breathing in your strength. Just bringing that in. Releasing it. Let it flow through you. So I want to unpack it a little bit. I haven't got my my stand for my phone, so I was going to do like chop, but I'm not going to do that now because I've got a book in soon. So I want to sort of get this unpacked for you to understand what did those codes actually do from an energetic source of being. Okay, so I'm going to sort of do it my old way just for now. And then and then get this information out as it's sort of still in my conscious beingness. Okay, so we have you as a sovereign being of light standing upon the original template of the earth system. Remember, we must re-engage ourselves into the original template of being, because if we're in the illusionary field, we're in a field of energy that sort of sits here. Okay, we've got to push through into the original, so we move our energy down to the original aspect of ourselves, of Gaia, our connection with Gaia. Okay, we're connecting up to higher sources of information to download it from the perception of reality, as in being it's inverted. It all comes from within, but we see it as outside of ourselves. Okay, so you see it from a human mind perspective outside, but it's actually in here that we focus. We connect to our heart and to the third eye. So within this system, this central column of light, we're running the energy through us, but it actually comes from in here as we intensify it. Okay? Da. But our perception of reality runs in almost like a grid work of experience. So we see ourselves in a box within this reality. Everything that we see was in our where we can see it. So the projection of who we are is outside of ourselves, but it's all from within that we are seeing the outward influences. Okay. But within these other realms of understanding ourselves are moving us into different realities and boundaries of experience. We see ourselves in this reality, we might shift into a different vibration or past or present, but there's also realities that sit within this field of energy. So we go back into this perspective, you go back into yourself with something that's hooking you into an addiction, something that you keep hooking yourself into. So we want to release this back end of data from your energetic field and your physical body out of it. Okay, so there's the alignment of the light around you. So we want to release it, which is in the lower fourth. Now, these connections, we're not going to go into the detail with that. They just are. They keep us in perpetuating cycles, in patterns and experiences that keep that back end subconscious mind hooking back into old patterns of past. It also might be ancestral as well, that hooks within the system. Okay, so it just is, there's no criticism and there's no judgment of it. It's just releasing you from the illusionary field, basically. So all of these sort of addictional types of experiences keep presented to show you that you need to unhook yourself, basically. So the codes that we just brought in gives a strengthening of the energy. They're not bespoke codes for you as a personality per se, but there is a collective field of energy for you to be aware that you are hooking yourself into this lower fourth realm of reality within this matrix system. Okay, done. It is the strength of asking and seeing from your sovereignty that you actually even hold a resonance of energy that is actually hooking yourself into that realm of time. Yeah. So once you've said enough is enough, and you want to move up in your reality, you're reclaiming yourself back in. So ultimately what you're doing is you're reclaiming your strength of energetic field. You're severing, and there's that sort of feeling of cutting, and we can use our breath for that. Releasing that, where we start to ignite our remembrance and wisdom to allow us to move into that strengthened energetic force to amplify this space. We perceive it here through our third eye projection of seeing. The insight reaches we then see it with our eyes into the synchronicities to align the release of it in our linear time. So time is an illusion, but if we see it, that codes will interact with you as you progress in time. So it might take 3 days to integrate fully into your system. So these codes that we can activate within ourselves for our own self activation, actualization, or through a medium of myself bringing in the codes for you, presenting where you retrieve them through me as a secondary perspective, you can release these cause and contracts with lower fourth alignment. Okay, it's like you might have to listen to it again. There is a lot of content in here if you're just quite new, because I'm sort of working as a sort of moving people on that have been with me for a long time. Okay, so if you are new, you might want to sort of connect with me on my Patreon group, come into my group work. You might want to look at my 8 program where we can go into a depth of it. I've got a course on Udemy, which is the activation to understanding light language. So if you're really interested with this, you feel really drawn to all of this information, is because you know it already. Okay, you just forgot. You've gone through the veil of amnesia. You forgot how to play the game Earth. You got indoctrinated into who am I, which is the egoic mind structure. We're bringing you now back online, guys, through these codes. Okay, but it's the understanding of it that steps you into the mastery of your energetic flowing systems. Okay, that's where I want you at, because we need you online. Okay, we need you online. Da. Elakion to on golo shakiata. Ana anta kai to koda mashie shakiata. Reclaim back your sovereignty of soul. Bring yourself back in. Ask and you will receive. Okay, enough is enough. Break those patterns and cycles of behavior and bring yourself into your sovereignty of light. It is your decision, but your decision can be suppressed by forces that hook you back into that realm. And it separates you, it disengages you from igniting that light within. So we've got to break those cords and contracts to release. Okay, if you're capped, you're capped. Release the cap, then you could go play and write with the pen. Yeah, then you can go play with your original template, what you came here to do, your mission to come online. Okay, da. Just know that the full force of your will come into being when you reclaim yourself back into sovereignty. So free will is another subject. It'll probably be another video for you, but we got to reclaim it back to get the full force of light behind us that we are, that is held within. Everything sits within, and projected out to show you who you are not and to ignite you into who you truly are. It's time to step up. It's time to be present. And whoever's watching this to the end, I want to say, I reclaim all that I am. Make that statement. I recall all that I am and that of the light. Okay. So we beautifully move through that transition. I do hope that this video assists you in so many ways. Know that I'm here of service. Know that I can assist you into your remembrance. As I just said, I'm not going to harp on all about that, but it's time that we step up and we move forward on with our journey, okay? So no, I'm present, I'm here, I'm posting at least twice a week, hopefully on a Monday and Friday. I'm going to be starting inviting more guests in as well to help others being seen, because we need to start sort of stepping up into all of that I am speaking of, which is important for us to all rise, and together we rise. Yeah, together we rise. So I hold no guru status, do not give your power away. I can assist and hold your hand for a little while, but then it'd be over to you to go and do your thing. There's a beautiful lady actually that was just sent me some messages on my WhatsApp group, so if you do want to join me on there, then just let me know. Send me a message. And hi, shout out to Shirley, that now she's activating people left, right and centre. She's using the beautiful forces of trees to create groups to activate people into their remembrance. So everybody that I've been working with are activating left, right, and center, and now moving into their own status of coders, of giving code. If you feel that you are my new batch of star brother or sister, then connect with me. Okay, whatever way it is, whether it's engaging here on comments, joining my Patreon, reaching out on my website and my email system, or want to come and join me in other shape or form. We need to come together now. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. To make sure that you're keeping up with all of these posts, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and that we then engage, then you receive it, because the analytics of YouTube are a little bit complicated. I am finding the people that I need to find, but I have my new batch of people that I need to align with. So if you are new to all of this and you feel like there's something about her, then reach out. Okay, I'm here. Okay, take care, everyone, and I'll see you all very soon. Dalagian to o gan isha a kan misbo smokiatar a. Mod bano va la kiten mod mosha ton ena and anta a kada kiten mo makietana a. So just bring yourself back into that light and just be. Okay. See you all very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.